Well, let's bring in Ross Feingold in Taipei. He's the former Asia chairman of Republicans Abroad and a political consultant. Good to have you with us on the programme, Mr. Feingold. Can I just begin with the fact that it's a big night for Mr. Trump? He has sort of proved that his base is intact. But is it just that? The base is intact?
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that the results in Iowa and in New Hampshire and polling in upcoming states show that the base of the party, the voters who make up the base, they really overwhelmingly support Donald Trump. They have positive memories of the 4-year Trump administration, whether that's with regard to border security or energy security, the economy. And they don't see any reason to change to one of the other candidates who were running, and that includes the final candidate running against Trump, former Governor Haley. So it's fair to say that the base is very loyal to Donald Trump.
And again, a lot has been made about the floating voter here and those that are undecided or the independents. Nikki Haley has said that she's down, but she's not out. And so I put it to you that she's really in it for the long haul, because if Trump is indicted or imprisoned over any of these court cases that he's up against, then the Republican Party do actually need a backup plan, don't they? They need Haley there.
Yeah, but the struggle for Nikki Haley, that's going to begin right away, and certainly after the next next state to vote in a primary, is if she needs the financial support of donors. And if she keeps coming in second place, it doesn't matter how many states she's in second place, she's just not going to win enough delegates to win the nomination of the Republican Party. And frankly, at least the way the legal process is moving now, it looks like the legal process and any potential guilty verdict against Trump, let alone appeals, that's going to lag behind the next few states to hold their primary vote. In other words, she's going to keep coming in second, and on the delegate count, she's going to be far behind Donald Trump. And she can't say, well, I'm just going to keep sticking in this race in the hopes that he gets convicted. It's not a really realistic or practical strategy for her. And again, frankly, she's probably going to run out of money and further donor support at some point.
Is it ever possible that even if she doesn't do so well in South Carolina, which is the next primary, and hypothetically if she pulls out, and there is nobody else against Trump, then he really doesn't need to go through all the other primaries, or does he need to go through those primaries as well?
If there's no contest, then there's no primary, and we saw that in a number of states the last time around 4 years ago. So at the moment, it's really a struggle to think that anyone other than former President Trump is going to win this nomination. The legal problems, those will take care of themselves sometime afterward. But for now, this is Donald Trump's party, and he's going to be the nominee, absent some kind of miracle in South Carolina or on Super Tuesday. But if Nikki Haley's depending on miracles, she better pray harder.
I know this isn't a problem just for the Republican Party, but it's a problem generally in the US, that women find it hard to convince the public that they can sit in the Oval Office. Major offices of state, bar defense, have seen a woman at the helm. We saw, obviously, Hillary Clinton try for the presidency again several years back. It didn't happen. In terms of a woman fighting for the nomination, and we know that you're a Republican commentator, is America still having a problem with women in top jobs?
Oh, there might be some of that, but if this primary didn't have Donald Trump, or even if we fast forward to 4 years ago and Nikki Haley decides to run again, I mean, she really outcompeted all those other men who were in this primary, and the results speak for themselves, whether it's from fundraising or the votes that she did get in New Hampshire, and she'll probably get a fair number of votes in the upcoming states. It's just that it's going to be behind the votes that Donald Trump gets. But I don't think her gender is what's preventing her from winning this year. It's just simply that the Republican base still very much loves Donald Trump.
Well, we shall see what happens in the primaries that happen in the not-too-distant future and get your comments on those too. Ross Feingold, thanks so much for joining us from Taipei.
Thank you.